Well, as the saying goes, one person's trash is another person's treasure. And it just so happens that that saying is the embodiment of this game here, Trash Goblin. We have a series that has been going on and off for a while, actually since launch in early access, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. It has been such an enjoyable ride to jump in and to discover new trinkets and put things together and sell just the craziest of items to people with such interesting stories and are filled with so much life in a way, which is really cool to see. And with this, we've also gotten another update that enhances all of these aspects. So we have things like a display mat to showcase off all the items that you've made. We also have some quality of life things like highlighting of trinkets. So if there are certain things being requested by different people, those items will highlight if you have them, because you can collect a lot of different trinkets and trinket pieces. And so it gets a little cluttered at times, even with all the storage that's been added in over time. So having it highlight is really nice. There are new trinkets as well that have been added. There's a tool belt now to put all your tools into one location rather than spread out across the table. This is actually the final update before this game launches into a full release. And they're aiming to add more once they hit 1.0, which is also very exciting. So enough chatter, let's go ahead and jump in and see what this update is all about. Okay, here we are. Home sweet home. All right, so we have the icons on the bottom there, which have been there, but they're newer-ish. And, here we go. So here is the tool belt. Look at that. Easily grab your chisel, your sponge, your upcycler. That is a really nice touch there. I like that a lot. Because it used to be that you'd have to place the tools somewhere on the table, but then it would get mixed in with all the different trinkets and such. And so it would get really confusing on not only what you're actually grabbing, but it would just be difficult to find a spot that you could place anything at that point. And again, they've been really good with trying to add on additional shelves and places where you can store all of your trinkets that you're collecting and holding on to, because ideally you're hoping to sell them, or you're hoping that they'll be used to be added on to another trinket to make an even bigger and better item. Now with this too, let's see, so we have our bed. Still have it all customized. Still have the coffee pot. We have our map here. There we go. So we were able to upgrade our chisel and upgrade our upcycler. But that's right, we also now have a quality sponge. So we can start upgrading that. So that way, all of your tools of the trade, they just work more effectively, more efficiently. So you're not spending so much time trying to upcycle, trying to clean, trying to break all the debris off, because these are all found items. The little backstory is that your aunt actually works in, the mines, if you will, and digs up these trinkets, and then they get sent to you. You clean them up, you figure out what they are, and then you figure out what you want to do with them. And it looks like there's going to be another tool here eventually that we'll be able to upgrade. So that's very cool. Some upgrades or some additions are items that are just purely cosmetic, just to help fill in the space. Others actually have a good purpose to them, whether it's to expand so that way you have more space for stuff, or to showcase things. For instance, like in the Pay What You Can box. Yeah, so, that's right. We can actually change so much stuff. So in-game now, we have, of course, wallpapers and the like. And here's the stock and trade. Okay, so we have our wash basin there to clean items, because you have to clean them. Some people want items clean, so you'll have to clean them. Others don't care. Any condition will do. And then there are times, too, where you'll need to upcycle. You'll need to connect one trinket to another, but those items have to be clean in order to do so. But yeah, it's really nice to have this clear distinction here, this visual distinction, so we know what happens or what will happen if we try to place something. So that's fantastic. We still have all this stuff in our inventory as well. So we don't have any customers yet, but what we can do is we can actually break open the next trinket and see what we get. But this is a very good, chill game. It has a little bit of everything in it, which is really nice. It's good just to zone out to. It's good just to, you know, whether you have like 15 minutes, a half an hour to play, or if you have a couple hours. And like I mentioned originally, there is a story. There is a sort of story unfolding as you work. But then there's like the day-to-day work too. So what is this? What is... Okay, that's a new item, I'm guessing. Insect gem. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. I really like the fact that they've made this chipping process interesting, engaging, you know? There are multiple layers here that you can play around with. It's not just a simple chip, 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 chip. Like, some will break right away, some will take a couple strikes to break, some you have to hit them in the right spot. Like, it was a smart thing to layer it like they have. Wrap ring. Oh, okay. I wonder if we could put the insect gem on the wrap ring. We would just need to clean them, though. Okay. But as you can see, there are all kinds of items. There are masks that you can put together. There are tools. There are weapons as well. There are steins and lamps and lanterns and tons of just different items to play around with. If you want to see some really weird trinkets being put together, definitely check out some of the previous episodes that I have of this series, because we ended up putting together some pretty strange things. Some were requests and some were just me testing things out just to see what I could do. Also, potentially, a little unknown fact, the developer that worked on this also did a DLC for Power Wash Simulator. So that's really neat. It released actually not too long ago, if I remember right. But I remember them talking about it, and they were like super excited about it coming out. So that is really awesome. So if you don't own this game, you potentially own that DLC and have played something of theirs already. I actually have not jumped into Power Wash Sim. It's something I've thought about, but then recently, when I was looking into it again, I saw that they're working on a Power Wash Sim 2. So I'm thinking, well, why not wait, you know? Wait for the second one to come out and just jump into that one. Round gem. Okay. Second gem we've come across now. That's cool. Really? No clientele popping up. Okay. And the characters that you come across with their little stories, like, the stories are consistent, and they'll come back and talk about more of their story and reveal more information, which is really cool. And you see themes being carried over from each discussion you've had with them, which is really neat. And they just kind of become like, I wouldn't say like a friend, but again, someone that you're on friendly terms with. You're like, oh, hey, you know, John, Donovan, whatever, you know. Welcome on in. It's great to see you again. How's this going? How's that going? You know, it's neat how they've sort of built up the relationships with the customers, because a lot of sim games don't do that. Most sim games, the customers are just random. They don't have any sort of personality. Not really. They're all pretty much the same. It's like a bunch of robots that you're selling to. And I don't say that really in a negative way, because depending on the context or the focus of the game, that's okay. it doesn't really matter to build up relationships with your clientele and stuff, but it's nice and refreshing when you can in a game like this. Bone ring. Nice. Creepy, but also nice. Alright, so that's the end of the day. Still no clients, really. That's actually really weird. You usually have at least one. Let's see, what can we put in there? Just to sell off. Let's go back over here real quick. We'll pop this in here, pay what you can. Boom. There we go. Okay, anything else? Let's look at... So we can change the wallpaper here. We can change the design on this, so that's cool. What else can we customize? The wall back here, the wall here, the wall here. Of course, we've customized these walls already. Purchase another cosmetic preset. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so you can buy individual items, or you can buy like a full set if you want everything decked out in the same sort of design. And then as you can see here, you have 5 different presets that you can have, or at least will eventually have. So that way, if you like, you know, like 5 different looks, you can easily just hit 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, and it'll set everything up the way you had it. So that's cool. I like that. Bed is customizable. The wall here. The wall here, here. The wall here as well. Oh, the wall back there even. Wall here. Now, we're in the basement of another shop, actually. So we are a Trash Goblin building out these trinkets and cleaning them up and stuff and selling them off. But above us is another merchant named Eamon, who seems to have a really interesting story, but we really haven't gotten too much of it in early access. Okay, so we have the visual customization stuff, but then we have the upgrade vision, if you will, the expansion mode. So we could increase our customer bench. We can add an additional slot to the pay what you can box. And some of this stuff was already here, mind you, but I'm just kind of walking through it for anyone who's brand new. Oh, we could get a bigger soak tub. Okay. More shelves. Storage down here, a little stash down here. Large work mat. Okay. And what can we add over here? Old shop bell. Garlic string. Protect yourself from vampires. I get it. Respect. And a nightstand. Okay. And a plant. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. Nope, let's get out of customization mode and expansion mode. There we go. Time to nap. Day 75, my goodness. Oh, Eamon. Hi, we don't see you that often. How's it going? Good morning. Looks like you've been busy. Good to see you, Eamon. Forgotten why I came down to see you. Huh. Oh, well, I'm sure it'll come back to me eventually. See you later. Goodbye, Eamon. Eamon is a strange one. Oh, hey, snow. All right. Gold. Oh. Hi there. How's it going? I need 1 human dagger hilt, any condition. Okay. Sure. Of course, we have a goblin hilt. We don't have a human dagger hilt that I'm aware of, but let's see what we got. Oh, you know what? That's right. The highlight feature. So human stranger wants a human dagger hilt. But nothing is lighting up because we don't have it. So there he has it. So we're going to look for it. A neat little thing, by the way, for the characters that aren't involved in like certain stories with your character, like if it just says human stranger, if they don't have a name, they are randomized. And what it is, and I think it's very intelligent, they have a paper doll system. So they have a bunch of faces, a bunch of bodies, clothing items, and what have you. And on the back end, it just sort of randomly pieces a person together, and they'll come and visit you. So you're going to constantly have people that look maybe kind of similar to each other, but yet still different. And you know that they're different. They're still a stranger, but they are a different stranger, which is really cool. Filigree ring. Okay. Not what we're looking for, but cool. Actually, let me make sure. Is that that's a human blade, but there's no hilt. And we're looking for the hilt, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, here we go again. Now, when a stranger or a story character is looking for something, I don't know. I have no information on if the probability of coming across the item you need is higher or not. I will say for story characters, it can feel like it is higher, like a higher probability, like you will find it within the first couple of searches. But at least that's what it feels like. I'm not 100% sure. If it is that way, that's pretty nice, honestly. I will say, there have been some strangers that have come up to me asking for items, and I just couldn't find them. I went through like 2 full in-game days, and it's like, okay, no, we gotta move on. So satisfying when you get one hit and like a bunch of them just explode. Throwing knife hilt? Oh, throwing knife. Okay. That's a new one to me. That's cool looking. Actually kind of looks like a flower. But yeah, we need the human dagger hilt. Okay. When you're doing this, it's almost like you're a weird band, you know? All the different sounds and stuff, it's like you're just hitting random strings and keys and stuff. This is the song of my Trash Goblin people. Band, you know? A terrarium. Oh, okay. I've never seen that either. That's very cool. Awesome. All right. Yeah, there are tons of items that you can discover in this game. And I'm sure more coming too, I would assume. Oh, we're getting everything that we don't need. This is really cool, though. Well, we're getting a throwing knife coming together soon. Just need the blade at this point. I swear, I am trying. I am trying to find this darn thing. We'll see what happens. Oh, okay, wow. Jackpot? Aha! Menacing charm brooch. Menacing. Oh, great. Let's keep you over there away from me. Oh, hi. Gotta jiggle with it. Now, if this looks like a lot of clicking to you, you actually don't have to click. Well, a lot. What's really nice is you can change things up in the settings, so that way if you just hold down on your mouse button, it will automatically clean for you, it will automatically chip away stuff for you. You can also go into your menu and make it so that way if you just hover over certain spots, certain actions will happen. Those are like options I have not seen before, but I think they're really nice, not only for just ease of use, ease of play, but also for accessibility. Humans, well, we got the blade. Are you sure you want the pommel? Or the hilt, actually? Can I just give you the blade? Are you positive? You're looking at me like you're positive. I'm going to assume you're positive. So you can watch me nap. I'll wake up. I'll try this again. Okay? Great. Awesome. Oh, you know what I should do? I don't have a lot of money, though. I was going to say we could do a soak an item. Oh, it's only 5 gold. Yeah, sure. What the heck? Let's see. Go. Actually, can we put more than one in there? It used to be that you could only put one in there. If I remember right. What? Okay, so we put that ring in there. Yeah, it is. It is just one. At least with this size. I don't know about the bigger one. All right, nap time. We're finding a lot of items. We're not making a lot of sales. Yeah, right back at you. Are we going to get like a little spood friend here? Is that going to happen? You know what's cool? Coming back to this game after a little bit of a break and seeing the little, like, just details in the environment. If you look around hard enough, you're like, oh, wait, I don't remember that thing. Oh, okay, they added this thing. Oh, they moved this thing. And it's just neat to see. It is very, very cool. Hi. I see you're still here. Thank you, I guess. Oh boy. Okay, we're dancing. You know... Here, let's just put that in there. Okay, I'm going to assume that is clean. Boom. And then let's do a round gem. There you go, we'll let that soak. Sound cues are really nice in here. Like, you get a good sense of when something is sold or something is finished by sound cues. Even that little sound cue, knowing that it's on the map properly. Just a whole lot of nice little details in this game. And it's crazy because I say little details, but sometimes these details take so long. Whether it's the fact that you have issues with the engine you're working in, or something is conflicting with something else, potentially maybe a system or sound or something that you already had in the game. Sometimes human error comes into play quite a bit, you know? Sunburst gem. Okay. That's also new to me. That's very cool. Neat. I know a lot of gems and items did come with the last update. So, again, whether these are for the latest update or for the update prior, they're still pretty new to me because there's just so many items that it can take some time to come across them all. Oh my goodness. Well, we have a full throwing knife, I think, at this point. We have the pommel, we have the hilt, we have the blade. I don't know if we're going to find this. Because the thing is, it used to be fairly easy to come across this, but now that there are so many more items added to the pool, it does make it more difficult for sure. And I'm not sure if some items have better probabilities than others. I'm not aware of that being a thing or not, but that could be interesting if it is. Any condition. Yeah, I'm not coming across it, man. Not today. Thing is, we need to start making money, but It's a gamble, you know. Are you going to find the item you're looking for? Do you have to turn them away, then hope for another customer to come by? Well, let's do this. Let's do some cleaning here. Human sword blade, okay. Have you over there. Your goblin dagger hilt. Where's the throwing sword or throwing knife stuff? Let's see. That. Oh, there we go. Aha! Ooh, okay, we have somebody. Hello!
Aha!
Oh, that is an interesting... whatever that is. Okay. One Lich Crown, any condition, sure. We might actually have that. Let's see. Thought I remember seeing it. Lich Crown. Hey, it even has a gem and everything. There you go. I like it. Look at those pearly whites. Give you 551 gold deal. Ah, and here's the updated receipt now. Receipt of sale, Lich Crown. So we see the gold. We see how much gold we gained from cleaning it. Then we see, oh, well, they also paid for the accessories as well, and this is how much money you made because of that. So you get a good sense of like, oh, okay, if I add certain items, I'm going to make around this amount of money. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a good investment of time and whatnot. Awesome. All right. Let's get like 2 more of those. Let's go. I'm ready. All right, we're getting there. You know, I just realized if we upgrade this sponge, I can't call it the Spud Sponge anymore. Because to me, it's always looked like a potato. So I usually call it the Spud Sponge. All right, we've done chiseling, we've done cleaning. Now it is time to upcycle. And finish. Cool. Well, that's interesting. Wow, that's actually scary. Think about someone throwing that at you. This thing's actually pretty big. Well, then again, we are a goblin. There we go. Hi there.
Uh-huh.
How can I help you? Oh, that's right. The rake and rake attachment. Those are new items. Need one clean as a whistle. My man. I don't know the probability of this, so we'll see what happens, okay? I can't promise anything. You want a throwing knife? I have one of those. More useful in a fight than a rake, you know. I'm sorry, what? A succulent? Huh. Okay. That was not on my bingo card, but there we go. If you want to see something random, you can see the difference when I break these down between when I'm just holding down and it's doing the normal chip and then me actually clicking. If you see it go super rapid, that is me clicking. So this is normal speed. Which isn't too bad. It's steady, it's solid. This is me clicking. Menacing charm. Wait, we already got something that was menacing, though. What was it? Now I'm curious. This was menacing charm. We had another thing that I thought was menacing, right? That's the bone ring succulent. Because I swear we got something else menacing. The only reason why I'm curious on it is because it didn't look like this. I can't remember what it was. Here, soak. There you go. Actually, let's upcycle something real quick. Oh, that's right. Hold on. That there. Place that there. Oh, really? Huh. Okay, so we can't attach the ring to the trinket. Okay. I thought maybe you could. Yes! Let's go. Alright, we found it. It also looks like a claw. The claw. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the hook. There we go. The hook is what I'm thinking of. Nice. Yep. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's test this out. Break attachment. That's what they're looking for. Aha, so we click on the magnifying glass and it will highlight. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. I like it. I'll give you 50 gold. How about you add an extra 0? No? Okay. I tried. What else do we want to put in there? Esoteric ring? Sure. The end of day. What can we do? We have 622. We're getting close to a sturdy chisel. Which I feel like that should be the upgrade we go to next because we're chiseling so much. Alright. No customers yet, but we do have some gold waiting for us. Not much, but it's something. I'll take it. Oh, you're floating up there. Gimme. 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 Okay. All right, fine. Stay there. I actually can't move this item either. I can't move that item either. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. That I can move. Okay, we're back to that. So there we go. Now I can grip things. Okay. And we're back. All right. What else do we want to do here? Oh, you know what? We could do terrarium and the succulent. So I'm guessing the display mats are something you have to purchase. Because I don't see them just there for us to use. All right, we do have a customer here. Let's see what they want real quick. Hello! I need one viola tuning peg in any condition. Sure. We actually do have one. Right there. And I believe it's clean, so we'll get a little bit of extra gold from that. I like it. 85 gold. Deal. All right. Can we get a few more of those? I'll take it. Oh, that is massive all of a sudden. What the heck? It feels like it grew 3 sizes. All right, so let's go ahead and upcycle. Yeah, let's get that in there. Boom. Looks like it might be able to fit maybe more plant life. Potentially? I don't know. All right, cool. And we'll put you right there. Perfect. Thank goodness succulents don't really need a lot of maintenance. They're pretty low maintenance, so that means that thing might survive with me around it. Oh, hi. Hello, frog. How you doing? I need one esoteric ring. We had one and I sold it. I put it in the pay what you can box. Why? Wait. Do we? We do have one. Yes, perfect. I like it. 137. Okay. Moving on up. There we go. We're going to get the sturdy chisel. A bit stronger than wood. I'll take it. Oh yeah. Feel the rhythm. Okay. Ooh, look at that heavy chisel. That is a chisel that doesn't play around. But if you're a fan of Trash Goblin, let me know in the comments what you love about the game and what you're hoping for when it comes to 1.0. Also, if you're new to the game, feel free to ask questions. I'm more than happy to answer what I can in the comments section below. But take care of yourselves and each other, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.